Myers to get this one started, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Now Hall to start the drive.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here's Hall again.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Hall again on 2nd down.
Nifty move. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 17 yards for the Jets there as they got themselves a first down. Here's White. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there.
But CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now White. Open man is Uzomah. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 13-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground with Hall.
And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. To throw, White. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This is a 26-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Ready, check.
Play action. It's Smith. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Okay, ready?
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now Geno on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Only 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Dallas. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, it's Knight, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. The play fake. Now White. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it. But he is able to keep the feet in bounds. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Now White. He's got the connection to Moore. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Well, if you're going to give him that kind of time, he's just going to shred you.
You might as well put a sofa out there for him. I mean, that's unbelievable because I don't care who you are in coverage. With that amount of time, someone's going to shake free, and he's going to be able to throw the ball with a whole lot of confidence.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
White looks to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. White. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. White. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first two possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Off of play action, here's Smith.
That's complete to DK Metcalf.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Geno now to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will do it for this first.
Getting through the break at record pace and right back to football. Third quarter, here we go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Seahawk offense set to go to begin this third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that because...
And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump-off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
They stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Ready up.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith steps away.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Gives that time to push him up, 1st and goal.
Come on.
Here's Walker. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Again, Walker. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now Smith on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Seahawks have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. 4th and goal. The defense needed one more stand. They couldn't get it.
I just wonder if they were thinking heavy run here in that situation instead of being able to play the pass, and they were beaten on that possession.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 4-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
44 yards rushing for him now to this point.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. It's Knight.
He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's getting the hook up to Moore.
And he is going to have the Jets first down as they get the 3rd down conversion.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 42. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive.
They'll run with Hall.
And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
And he is going to have the Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
They'll give to Hall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd and 2, White toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue. Working the sideline there, good route, good catch, first down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. So,
touchdown! Corey Davis, 27 yards.
And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Certainly good with the PAT. That gives him a 3-point lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
Igwebuike to return it from his end zone here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake, and it's Smith. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
It's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I often wonder why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still third down.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Here's White. And that is incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the point. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
A touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So all eyes on this Seahawks offense. Down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Smith.
Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Smith.
Man open downfield. It's Metcalf.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Now Smith. And his throw here is incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
He completes this to Walker. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Smith now to throw.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll sneak it with Smith. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. The dramatic score to tie it, and now they just need the PAT to get the lead late 4th quarter.
So much for the touchdown maker. It's all about the extra point attempter. And I can't wait to see how this one turns out.
Very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put it at the top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Taken in at the 3.
So now the focus shifts to the Jets, trailing by a point. A little over 20 seconds to go. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on 1st down. They'll look to throw. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down. Second and 10 now from the 27. He's back to throw.
That's caught by Wilson. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now 3rd down as the clock runs.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. back to throw. Open man here is Conklin.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now they burn the timeout, and they're kind of in that gray area where they might be able to get 2 plays in, but maybe just 1 play left in this ball game. We'll see. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
A fun, close